Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm doing a global reading today as obviously quite a lot's been going on around the world recently and I feel this is going to intensify quite soon. So I want to share some of the predictions that have come through to me, channeled, that I feel could be happening quite soon. I'm recording this reading on the 2nd of October, by the way. I'm going to try and get it out to you all for the 3rd. There's a reason for that I'm just going to start off by sharing with you. A few weeks back I had a vision. Now I haven't been sure about whether to share this, but I'm just going to go for it and say it. So I had another vision of a screen, and on that screen, rather than it being a count down, it was a count up. I saw 3, 4, 5, and then the screen went black. So with that I was getting something around a blackout again. If you haven't seen my blackout reading, please do check that out, because in that one I also said I saw a black screen. So a blackout that's to come. Now obviously we've had a lot of power outages. People have had blackouts already, I've heard, around the world. But this is like a big global blackout that I've mentioned already that I feel is coming pretty soon. That's why I'm sharing this reading. Now I feel those numbers are significant. That's why, as I was saying before, I'm going to try and get this out on the 3rd, because I feel some things, big things, are going to happen potentially on most dates in this month, which is October, obviously. So the 3rd, 4th and 5th. Now I keep getting guided to the 5th. I've seen 5:10 quite a lot on the clock. I'm seeing that a lot in visions as well. So are we going to have this blackout on the 5th of October? I'm just going to put that out there. It's my prediction. It could be wrong. Dates are not often correct. It could be the 6th. You know, with it being 3, 4, 5, does it happen on 5 or does it happen on 6? Maybe some of you could help me out here with this one. What do you feel? Another reason why I'm sort of doubting it slightly is it just so happens that my birthday is on the 5th of October. But I mean, I wouldn't be getting signs about my birthday, would I? I mean, we all know when our birthday is. But there's something quite weird around that, you know, if it is the 5th. I think that's why I'm doubting myself. So I'd love to know in the comments what you all feel. Are you getting signs around a particular date? But anyway, if it is the 5th, looks like I'll be having a candlelit dinner with my cat. Lucky I've got my cake in and other treats. But you know what I've just remembered? When I've asked with the cards, which isn't always accurate, by the way, either, 5 and 6 have come out. And so what I'm thinking now is, of course, with time differences around the world, it could be on the 5th in some countries, or it could be on the 6th. Around that time, but there's something happening behind the scenes. I am feeling this myself. So again, what do you all feel? Go with your gut. Now obviously we've had a lot of natural disasters, floods, storms, hurricanes, globally. I feel this is going to continue. So maybe this is going to be over these 3 days, you know, where it happens again. Quite a lot has happened in the States. Some places have been wiped out. But let's look at the States a little bit in terms of what's happened You know, who has then gone to aid those people? Has it been the apparent president? No, it's been Trump, you know, who's assisted. And what I was hearing this morning was this isn't political, by the way. Another prediction I'd like to just share around the States is I don't believe there'll even be an election in November. Watch this space. So yeah, this isn't political, this is divine power. We're taking back what's ours. So there's more going on behind the scenes here. Don't think of it as people, parties. We've gone beyond that now in the collective. Another prediction I'd like to share are some cities around the world where I feel there could be some pretty big disasters. By the way, if you live in a city, just watch out, because I do see some quite major disasters happening in big cities around the world. I'm going to share a few that have come through in my channeling. This won't be all of them, obviously. I'll start with Paris, because I keep hearing Paris. There are quite a few monuments and places there where some really dark stuff happens. Now, ironically, one of those places is linked to a reading I did 2 readings back. If you haven't seen that, you may wish to check that out. A theme park in particular that just so happens to be there. I reckon that place is going to be hit. I was also getting London. Again, quite a few places in London that have a very dark energy around them. I was getting Palace. This morning I was hearing Palace, Royals, and then I heard Dead. So I'm getting an ending to the monarchy as we know it. And also London Bridge came through this morning. I kept hearing London Bridge is falling down, the song. And then with that I was hearing the world as we know it is crumbling like London Bridge. So there's something around London Bridge. And it's quite interesting that the tea leaf reading that I did, it's the last reading I did on my channel, I saw 2 bridges collapsing. So I'm now feeling one of them is London Bridge. Something around London Bridge anyway. In the US, I was hearing New York, California, Washington, Nevada, where there could be some really big changes, things wiped out. Statue of Liberty came through in particular. Madrid came through. I'm not sure exactly what it is in Madrid, but a part of Madrid, and also the Vatican. We can't miss that one out, can we? I think the Vatican's going to be hit. I feel there are tunnels below the Vatican. This is something that came through this morning. So above and below, it's going to be wiped out. I mean, this could be another reading, couldn't it? But I'll leave it at that. So I'm getting like monuments and buildings will be destroyed during these disasters. Now let's get to these disasters. It's complex, everyone. So I know people have got different opinions on this. But I was hearing it's an illusion. There's still a battle happening behind the scenes between light and dark, which I felt in my weather manipulation reading. And it's quite interesting, obviously these disasters are happening due to the weather, so there's a link there. But I feel there's more to this. What I've been hearing is that it's being made to look like an attack. And I feel that's what may bring on this blackout. where it gets too much. And we may be told we're under attack, we need to stay where we are, stay put. This is all happening to open people's eyes and awaken the collective, by the way. So there's a reason for this. Something else I keep hearing is MO, military operation. I don't even know if that's an acronym, but I keep hearing MO. This has been planned with precision. No one and nothing gets left out. I can feel, as I said earlier, lots of things happening behind the scenes. What about you? Do you feel it? I'm noticing quite a lot of airplanes and helicopters at the moment in the sky. What's that about? You know, are they doing a dry run for something? Who knows, but there's something going on anyway. So I'm also being guided to say, when it happens, don't go into fear. Instead, just look out and see who comes to your assistance. If this were negative forces, we'd be left to die and suffer. Basically, you know, because it would be an attack, but I don't see that. I don't feel that either. We're moving into a different timeline, a different energy in the world. We're going to have peace. Completely new energy, new world. I will mention though that I do believe there will be deaths, unfortunately, from these disasters. I had a dream a couple of weeks back where I came out of a room and there were just like loads of bags, and I realised they were body bags. So that could happen. Some of you may find that when you go out, suddenly you're met with death. In certain areas you see bodies. It's not going to be very nice. I know this is obviously already happening in places, but I am getting as well with this that this is the dark being eliminated. As I said, there's things happening behind the scenes. There's an operation here that we're not seeing. I can't share too much, but it's strategic. Okay, I'll leave it at that. You might also find that power cuts and communication may go down. It might be intermittent for a while until it all goes down. Obviously this has been happening, we know. Certain internet providers, mobile networks have been dropping recently. People haven't been able to communicate, get online. Again, this is all part of the shift. We're going to have a new communication system, completely new for everyone. This is why, see, it's all crumbling. This has to happen. So when it ends, the last thing that came through in my channeling is that when it ends, we're going to have big changes, a fair world, fair prices, safe internet and communication, equality and distributed wealth. So again, that new financial system that I've said about in my other readings as well, completely different to how it is now. So that's about all I'm getting from what I've been feeling that I really wanted to share. As I said, watch this space. I could be wrong, you know, as I said, with the date in particular, but I just wanted to get it out in case I'm right. And if I'm wrong, you know, that's fine. It is a really difficult one to be precise with. So let's just have a look now with the cards at the current energy of our world. Let's see what comes through. Current global energy. Okay everyone, my camera just got out there, but you saw these cards come out. There's no magic there. Interesting. Okay, we'll leave it at that for now. Now we've got the High Priestess coming through, which is about trusting your intuition. Because we've got justice happening behind the scenes and the Sun. So this is positive. Trust what you feel within, as I have been. That's 3 major arcana, which is showing a big shift, and we've got 2 here as well on the table. Now, first of all, I'm being guided to the moon because this shows illusion, and I'm sure I said illusion earlier. Things happening behind the scenes that we're not seeing. But they are to bring us balance with this card. We're seeing the positive flow of energy now that's happening. We do still have 2 forces at play here. We do still have obviously negative energies out there. But I'm also seeing a lot of people speaking up, speaking their truth, not being fearful of what others say. There is fear though as well with this card, you see. So like even with what I'm sharing, some people will go into fear and panic, but there's no need to panic. I'm not sharing this to make people panic at all. I'm just trying to bring out the truth. Be the Queen of Swords, who speaks truth. And this is a very stable energy as well. Secure, stable, grounded. Abundance. I'm seeing fruit here on the chair, a rabbit for fertility. So this birthing of this new world, as I said. So it's positive. There's, you know, there's things happening behind the scenes, as I said. But we're not hearing about it with the High Priestess. There's a reason for that though. Okay, I'm just going to see anything else. My camera cut out again on that card. Okay, now this is quite interesting because we're sort of getting 2 different timelines here. This is the timeline we're moving into, that we're in. But we're getting these other energies who are kind of being left behind. With these 2 here, I'm getting that this is about dark energies who know their time is up. There's sadness, there's loss, grief. See how this person's at the bottom of the steps? So they haven't ascended. It's a low vibrational energy. People who drop into that energy of fear, you know, might be like this, might be fearful of what they're going to lose, like money they're going to lose. For example, oh, what about my bank? Well, look at the pentacles up there. Behind him, he doesn't see that. As I said earlier, there's going to be distributed wealth for everyone. There is some loss and sadness as well, obviously, in our world. It's happening, as a result of events that have been taking place. This card is about seeing our seeds grow. See how she's watering the plants, and we've got sunflowers, which is a positive sign of abundance. So this is what we don't see. It's below the moon. That's happening behind the scenes. This new world that's growing and that will grow and bloom as well. We've got ego coming out as well. So these are like lower vibrational energies, maybe going into ego, all out for themselves, potentially, thinking about what they're going to lose, assets, I'm hearing here, rather than just thinking about the balance that will be created in the world. So it depends on what mindset you're in, you see. Even if you did lose some money, no one's going to be missed out. This is the way I'm seeing it. I'm getting ringing in my ear suddenly. Now that can show a download coming through. Something might come to me in a minute. Some of you might find that you get ringing in your ear. It's the same thing, it's showing a download potentially. So here we go. Here's the ending that's happening in our world. The Empress birthing something new. Mother Nature, who is a very powerful force, who's been working behind the scenes, making this shift happen. And I'm getting the truth will come out with this card. Sword pointing up, positive. And the book, it's like we're going to rewrite history, because this card is about the past. By the way, I see what's coming through here. Things from the past that we've been told have not all been true. History was his story. Yeah, who was he that wrote that book? Or those books. But I'm just hearing we're going to find out everything about our past, about who we are, as well, in this shift. So that's coming through as well. I'd like to finish by bringing an oracle card message for the collective. Okay, wow. They all flew out for a reason. Now notice the sunflowers again. That's a really positive sign for that to have come out twice, because that shows abundance, happiness. This card says joyful moments which are to come. 32 breaks down to a 5 for change, you see. A change is happening. We're moving into this abundant, joyful energy in the world. Wow. Everyone. Okay, first of all, this is number 14, the number of temperance that came out here. So this is a clear sign. 1414, you might see that number. First of all, you might see repeated numbers as well. The message here is calm before the storm. You can't make this up, can you? So we've had obviously storms, floods. It might calm down and then things might intensify. So as I said about this 3, 4, 5, this build up that could be to come. Things could get tough for some people. I know that for sure. But then I feel that after this we've got this joyful energy coming through. And wow, this says the mother of invention. So Mother Nature, but also, again, inventing our world, creating this new world. There's a butterfly there, symbol of transformation. See how she's moving into the light, a new portal. And there is a fox there by her side. Cunning energy, moving away from those cunning, dark, deceptive energies that have been lurking in the shadows, doing things behind the scenes. I do believe they wanted to bring down our world, to rule over us. I mean, they have been for years, haven't they? Basically. And they're being stopped now by the divine. The divine is really coming out, the universe, in this reading. So they might still be there, but they will wither away. You see, they can't live in the light. See how it's in the shadows? We can move into the light. They can't. So this could be these deaths that I said about, that I saw in my dream. I feel it's just going to be all those energies that wither away. And it's interesting, this 21 breaks down to a 3. 14 breaks down to a 5. So we've got 3, 5, 5. 5's for change. But we've got 5 coming out. Wow. Of course, we had 5 here. Yeah, so this could be confirmation of what I was feeling about the 5th. 5, 5, 5, 5. There's a 5 there. 6 here. 3. I'll tell you what, let's just see if we can get a card giving us a number. So it's quite difficult when you try and force it, but we'll just see if we get a number. Okay, we've got 4 that's coming out. So yeah, here we go, we've got 3, 4, 5. 3 there again. Coming through. So yeah, if it isn't about the dates, I just feel it's maybe a sign about the lead up to this big shift that's happening in the collective, where we move into the light. So on that note, I'm going to leave that there. Everyone, oh no, sorry, I'm just being stopped. Of course, I have my charms. Almost forgot. You might have seen this. I keep my charms in here, so I'm being guided to pull one. Bear with me one moment. I noticed it just got a bit bright there. The sun's come out. It's come out again. Wow. Not sure if you'll see it on camera, but that's a divine sign of this light we're moving into. So let's pull a charm now. Hopefully a message of hope. Well, a few have stuck to my fingers there. So we're going to take these 3. We got a fish, first of all, a symbol of good fortune. As I said, this is what I feel for everyone. This fish is facing the future, so this is what's to come for all of us as well. It's coming through intuitively. It's interesting, we've got a fish and an octopus. I'm getting sea life coming through here, that will be saved. Because that's another thing, a lot of nature has been ruined. The climate change was all a hoax. You know, it was actually manipulating our weather, you know, and harming our wildlife. So there'll be some healing there, I feel. Yeah, we've got an octopus, sign of trusting your intuition again, trust how you feel. Be adaptable, I'm also hearing with this one coming through. It's interesting, I was saying about aeroplanes. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but one's just flying overhead. As I said, I'm hearing a lot of them at the moment, so something's going on, everyone. As I said. Now we've got a sofa as well. I always get healing with this one. So again, linked to nature, as I said, people will heal. We'll have this balance in the world. Things will be restored. People may need to stay home for a while as well. I'm getting with that one. Okay, also the fish and octopus can both signify creativity. So being creative during this time, as I said, if we are stuck indoors, you know, unleash your creativity. The octopus is very focused, has a lot of willpower, is wise. It's also a sign to be selfless, show love to others. Sofa is about stability, which came out at the beginning with the Queen of Pentacles there. Yeah, and actually, notice she's on an armchair. Wow, I've just realised the link there. Yeah, so there's a link with those two that's come through. Also, the moon can represent Pisces, so we've got the fish there. I don't think we had an octopus come through though. Now a fish can also represent fertility, which we had with the rabbit in that card. Rebirth, good luck and happiness, which obviously has come out with the sunflowers. So we're getting really positive signs in this reading, you know, of our future moving into the light, which we had there as well. So I'm going to leave that there, everyone. I really hope this reading has brought you some clarity and insight. Thank you so much for being here. Please do share your feelings in the comments as well. We'll see what happens, but I'm really feeling we're moving into this big shift pretty soon. Thanks so much for watching. Sending peace, love and light to you all.